Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Let's talk a little bit about the zone. I guess the Golden Boy card they had going on last night. Start off with Teixeira getting defeated by Brian Carlos Castaño. Then we kind of get into the JoJo Diaz thing. I started watching the JoJo Diaz fight because it just looked real repetitive, and it was a competitive fight from what I've seen. But just Castaño dominated Teixeira. That's all it was. Too much pressure, too much volume. When Teixeira backed him up and made him reset, he didn't know what to do. All right, and that was the issue right there. Teixeira just kept trying to box and utilize the ring when he should have just been pushing Castaño's back. And people talk about height being an advantage, and the fight is really not an advantage, especially when you got a guy like Castaño who can hide his punches where the taller guy can't see him and come over the top. And Teixeira, man, he tried to keep his hands up. He tried to box. It wasn't a game plan. When he backed Castaño's up, Castaños couldn't do nothing. And that's kind of what made Thomas Hearns so good at using his height. He was able to walk to you and back his opponent up. And it was hard for opponents that was, facing Thomas Hearns to really get in, to really slip and get on the inside, because he was always pressuring you, moving towards you. He had the repertoire. He had the left hook. He had the jab. You know what I'm saying? So he had everything going for him. And that's really much what you need. The right hand is just bonus points. The uppercut is just bonus points. And Teixeira used the uppercut. He just didn't utilize it enough. And he should have just been walking to Castaños. And I don't know if that's what, his trainer Roger told him to do, or, he just couldn't do it. But he should have been walking towards Castaños, pushing him back. And that's just how you kind of got to, approach a guy like Castaños. Even Lara just tried to outbox and utilize the ring, which he should have been pushing Castaños back. Once you push a guy like that who lacks the reach, who lacks the height, I mean, he could have dominated. Thomas Hearns would have dominated this guy. This dude had a 67.5-inch reach, to this dude 76.5 reach to this dude 67.5-inch reach. He should have really been walking to him, using the power jab, and just hooking off the jab, using his right hand. And when he tried to jump in and take a chance, uppercut, hook, I gotta agree with Don Turner, man. I've seen a few interviews of his. I gotta agree with him, man. These dudes don't know how to box no more. And that's the issue. These dudes don't know how to box. This dude should have been walking to this guy, walking to him, pushing him back. And once he jumped in, they should have been prepared for, when he jumped in, if it was an uppercut, he would stop, pivoting, stepping to the side he's a southpaw, with a right hook. I mean, you just don't understand, man. What Teixeira was really, the game plan was to box, utilize the ring. That gave the pressure fighter the momentum. If you take his momentum away, go to the pressure fighter, and it really wasn't no fear of punching power. Castaños is an okay puncher. He ain't no big puncher. So why would you just sit there, push him back, beat him up? Once you push him back, he's not gonna know what to do. When he pushed Castaños back last night, Castaños always had to reset. Watch that fight. He had to reset, and he just thought that utilizing the ring, boxing on the outside, was the right thing to do. And personally, I didn't think it was the right game plan to do. He should have kept pushing that dude back, but. I don't know, man. That, to me, it was just, he didn't give his belt away, even though most people felt like he lost every round to Teixeira. But, he made out, he didn't go out like no punk, because he could have, took a knee. He already got knocked out once, but he sat there, and Castaños just had the momentum. He was already basically, just sliding around, sliding on the ropes. All Castaños had to do was just press forward and throw punches and bunches, and Teixeira just couldn't take the volume, And when these dudes gonna find out, once you really walk to the pressure fighter, once you really push them back, utilize your jab, double jab, hook off the jab, these dudes don't know what to do. That's kind of where Derevchenko had some success at with Triple G. He didn't let Triple G push him back. He sat right in the ring with Triple G, used angles, and didn't let him bully you. Most guys that like pressuring, most punchers that like, depending on the puncher, that if you start pushing these dudes back, and don't let them get momentum, you're gonna beat, especially the average pressure fighter today. Same thing with Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? You stay on top of Jermell. If Castaños is able to stay on top of Jermell Charlo, He don't like being pushed back. He like coming forward. Even when he was a puncher with Ronnie Shields, Castaño's gonna have to pressure. And that's what he do best. But that's what, Teixeira did. And, Jermell just going to have to push forward, jab and push this dude back. If Jermell is able to push this dude back, it's just a matter of time, depending on how good his chin is, that he going to be out of there. If you're able to push Jermell back, he going to have some success. But Brian, man, is a good fighter. He got pressure, but he brings some pressure. I'm telling you, if you force this dude to sit there with you in the middle of the ring, or you able to push him back, he just don't have the dimensions. He doesn't have the dimensions to really, or the skill set on that situations to beat nobody. He has to come forward. He has to throw punches and bunches. He has to stay on top of his opponent. If you able to sit there, like Lara fought the wrong fight versus him, sliding on the ropes, and if you able to sit there and push this dude back, he gonna have a lot of success. Jermell gonna have a lot of success if they fight next. Don't let this dude bully you. Push him back, double jab, hook off the jab. I mean, just to me, dude, a lot of these fighters, man, they got belts. It's just you just tell there's too many belts. A lot of guys that have belts would never have belt in a 2 or 1 belt era. But hey, that is what it is. And JoJo Diaz and Rakhimov, whatever that dude's name is, they fought to a draw, the Russian. Some people had JoJo winning. Some people had a Russian winning, and the Russian was supposed to come in and be this big monumental majority draw. Excuse me. This Russian was supposed to come in and be a big puncher. But if you look at Shazan Rakhimov, you look at the guys he fought. I mean, he fought a guy 9-0 his third fight. Just looking up, he fought some decent guys. As far as record, 21-3-2, 19-3-1, 27-6-1, 33-7-2, 24-13. Okay, that's Robinson Castaño. He beat Gamboa. For another dude, 18-7-2, 14-0 to get this eliminator. He fought that in he fought that in East London. But the majority of his fights was in Russia, And then his last fight before JoJo Diaz was in East London, versus I don't know this dude's name. South African fighter. But he had a 75% knockout ratio after this fight. And Joseph Diaz didn't come into the English Klimov's manager. He didn't come into this fight in the best of shape. He missed weight. I think he said that they didn't have a sauna and he misjudged his weight, and he shouldn't get an immediate rematch for this fight, man. He should have to work his way back up. But then maybe Miguel Perchetta fight him, because he's definitely gonna beat on Oscar Valdez. There's no doubt in my mind. So really at this point, there's no reason for Shakur to fight him. You look at the 130 pound division for the IBF. Kenichi Ogawa, he got popped hot after he beat Tevin Farmer, which a lot of people didn't think he beat Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer fell all the way to 7. So I mean, you look at a situation where the Rakhimov probably gonna get another shot at the title versus Kenichi. A few guys there, but like I said before, man, it was just, I was hard off watching the fight. JoJo Diaz didn't look like he was in the best shape, and Rakhimov, whatever his name is, he wasn't the puncher that they said he was. He should have been in there, should have been able to buzz and hurt and knock down and drop, at least drop or knock out Joseph Diaz. He wasn't able to do it. So, I mean, he probably get another shot at the title versus Kenichi Ogawa. I don't know who's gonna buy that fight, but also got Arthur Novus in the WBO. He could punch a bit. Albert Bell was trying to hang in the WBO, so I don't think, unless those dudes get ranked in the IBF, I don't think Tevin gonna get a shot. So Tevin title, his rematch clause went out the window. It's a division that's pretty much top heavy. You got some couple prospects. You got Colbert. You got Leo hanging around there, Tank hanging around there. Burchett, it's a good division, but a lot of politics. But I don't know if I think Joseph Diaz should go a different route, go to WBC and try to get that Burchett fight, and hopefully come in shape. But maybe he got to move up weight. But hey, Let me know what you guys think. It was a solid fight last night, but I preferred top ranked fights. But we get there. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook group, all links in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's your description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time.